Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a serious video, an important video, something which has to be said rather than which I would like to say. So, today I'm going to talk about something that will affect all of you, every single YouTube user, and that is ads. You might have noticed that YouTube has been changing how ads work, and they charge now for ad-free experiences. If you don't like ads, you can pay to not have them. But the question is, why are they doing this, and what are the changes that are coming to your ad settings? So I thought we'd break it down, have a look at it, and talk about what's going to change for you guys. So first up, why does YouTube charge for ads? Well, they're free to use, but running a platform of this size isn't free. There are billions of videos, millions of creators, and tons of content being uploaded every single day. That's bandwidth. That uses a lot of bandwidth. And to keep the platform running, YouTube makes money in two main ways. So the first way is advertising. Companies pay YouTube to show ads on videos, and this is how creators also make money. And the second way is YouTube Premium. This is the paid subscription that lets you watch all of this YouTube content completely ad-free, and you can access exclusive content as well. So if you're wondering why YouTube pushes Premium so much, because you may have seen that popping up when you're watching YouTube, you may have seen those adverts that pop up saying go for YouTube Premium. Why do they push it so much? It's because they need to balance ad revenue with giving users more choice. Some people are happy with ads, some people would much rather never see any, and they're willing to pay to not have to see any. I guess the next question is, what's changing? The big news is that YouTube has been rolling out updates that affect how and when your ads play. So what's new is there are more unskippable ads. You will have definitely noticed that. I've noticed that with my viewing. There are more and more adverts that I can't go skip. I have to wait. I used to be able to skip after 4 or 5 seconds. Now I have to wait sometimes 20 seconds, sometimes for an entire minute. Isn't it funny how long a minute seems? We're used to television where either you watch, in the UK, you watch the BBC, which is advert free, and the only breaks in between programmes contain trailers for other programmes, and they're usually very brief. Or you might watch some of the paid terrestrial channels that have quite long advert breaks, and each of those adverts might be 2 or 3 minutes long, and we were used to that. And it didn't bother us. And then we moved over to watching things like Netflix and Amazon Prime and stuff where you could skip adverts and you got used to not having to put up with them, and now suddenly they're back. So the unskippable ads means you might see longer ad breaks that you can't skip, and that minute seems like a lifetime, yet we were used to 3 or 4 minutes before. There are now also more ads in the middle of videos. Even shorter videos have started having mid-roll ads. It used to be that you couldn't put a mid-roll advert in if your video was less than 8 minutes, and now they're in there anyway. We can't put them in, but YouTube can. And the big one is that there are fewer custom ad controls for creators. So YouTube is adjusting how much control creators have over ads. This means that you might get more frequent ads depending on your location and your viewing habits. Everything that YouTube knows about you, everything that YouTube learns about you from the stuff that you watch will be used to tailor the algorithm to what they show you advertising wise. The reason for this video is that I no longer control my own mid-roll adverts. It's really frustrating. I'm not able to control that anymore. I used to be able to choose where to put the mid-roll ads in my longer videos. So I've always had a thing like, if a video is 8 minutes long, I can have a mid-roll advert in it, and I will put one mid-roll advert in about the 4-minute mark, about halfway. This seemed logical to me. I have quite a logical brain when it comes to where should the break go. And then if a video was 20 minutes long, I might put 2 in, maybe one at 7 minutes and one at 15 minutes. If the video was 25 or 30 minutes long, I might put 3 or 4 in, and I would space them fairly evenly apart. I could make sure that the adverts didn't interrupt what to me felt like the important parts of the content. I could decide where the breaks were going to be. I could decide where the important parts of my sentence would be. So for example, in this video, I might say, so that's the end of that part. Now let's look at the next part. And then I could put an advert in there. You know, there's the next part coming, but it doesn't interrupt what I'm saying. I can't do that anymore. Now YouTube automatically decides how many ads to put in and where they go, and I have no control over it. I can opt out of that and say, no, I still want to put my own adverts in manually, but what it says then is we probably won't show your adverts to anyone. Although you can choose where they're going to go, there probably won't be any. As a creator, if there are no adverts, I get no money. I don't make any money. So for you as viewers, what this means is more mid-roll ads that might show up at random moments. You might think, why has she put an advert in there? I haven't, they have. I can't limit the number of ads or decide when they play. So you might think, why has she put so many adverts in? I haven't, they have. And even videos that before were so short that I wouldn't have put an advert in, they might be in there anyway. I don't have the control over that. I can't reduce it. YouTube is making those decisions for me. I have no choice on the matter. So I guess the question is, what can you do? The options that you have are that you can use YouTube Premium and remove ads completely. You don't have to see adverts, but it does have a price. If you use YouTube Premium, the creator gets a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of money, but it's minuscule compared to what they get if advertising appears on the video. You can use ad blockers, but apparently YouTube are also cracking down on those. So you may find that if you use an ad blocker, you're not even able to view the content. I don't understand how they're doing that, and I don't know what they're doing, but it is a possibility that you may not even be able to view the content if you have an ad blocker on. Option C is you can support us by watching the adverts. You can support the content creators by going, adverts is adverts, and I'll put up with it. You can do what we used to do when we watched Coronation Street back in the day, which as soon as the adverts came on, we went and made a cup of tea. We didn't necessarily sit there and watch them. We didn't necessarily care about what was being pushed at us in the adverts. We just went, oh, I'll go for a wee. I'll go and put the kettle on. I'll go and let the dog out. All of the things that we used to do in the advert break on terrestrial television back in the day, you can still do those. You can leave the adverts running and you can go and do that. And when you come back, if the content has restarted, you can rewind to the bit you missed. Rewind to the bit you missed. Rewind to the bit you missed. At the end of the day, YouTube is trying to balance free content with making money. It's not perfect. It's how the platform stays alive. If they can't make any money, they won't stay in business. If they don't stay in business, I won't be here entertaining you with, 7 or 8 minutes of me waving my hands around like this. I'm not sure what the hands were doing today. I've realised how much of this is going on. I feel like one of those, you know that game you play, you sit on panel shows where one person puts their hands behind the back and the other one puts their hands through and they do all of it. I feel like that's what I've been doing today. Apparently I can't stop it. At the end of the day, I don't like it. I'm sure you guys won't like it and I don't like it, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it without ceasing to earn money altogether. And if I don't earn money from YouTube, I can't carry on making YouTube videos because I will need to use the time that I currently put into YouTube earning money elsewhere. Because, as you know, cost of living, cause he lives, as they say, bills is bills, got to get paid. So I think this is just a heads up. You might see more adverts. You might think, why is she putting all those adverts in? I think this is just my disclaimer. It's not me. I can't help it. I'm awfully sorry. I hope it's not too bad. I hope it doesn't put you off watching. And thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching this 8 minutes of me doing this with my hands. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.